welcome back to Finally Revealed. In this episode, I want to talk about the attorney-client privilege. Actually, that is a component of a larger duty that an attorney has, which is the obligation to maintain confidentiality. An attorney and a client need to exchange information in an open way without fear on the part of the client that their confidences and information is going to be disclosed. Primarily, this pertains to criminal situations where the person's guilt or innocence may be dependent on information that's shared, and they may have a loss of their liberty, meaning they may be incarcerated. So that's where it comes from, but it applies to any attorney-client professional relationship. So not just that it's your friend, but you have engaged this attorney to represent you in a particular matter. In the context of that professional relationship where you have hired this person, the attorney, has an obligation to maintain the confidentiality of the information that you provide. Now, the attorney-client privilege is an offshoot of that. And what that means is the client holds a privilege against the information they receive from their attorney and the information they provide to their attorney in the context of that representation in order to get that legal opinion will be protected and not disclosed to third parties. Now, we talk about it being a privilege because the attorney is not going to go to a cocktail party and blab or tell other people, and they can't. It's part of the attorney's oath and obligation with their license to maintain the information of the client as confidential. Now, where the privilege part comes in is that the ultimate request for information, someone could say, hey Michelle, I saw you with Susie. I saw you in court with her. What's that all about? Well, what is disclosed in the public domain in open court or filed in pleadings is not confidential. The confidential information is the information that is not otherwise made available to the public. And so the attorney cannot just turn it over to a passerby, a friend of the family, somebody who is just nosy. They can't turn it over in that context, but the privilege protects it from the ultimate request for information, which is by a subpoena or a court order. So that is a legal privilege that the client has and may assert in those types of situations. So I hope that makes sense. So the overall obligation of the attorney is to maintain confidentiality. And then in the face of a request, the client may assert their privilege and has a privilege over the information, and the client can prevent that from being disclosed in any formal request, even in a court proceeding, subject to some specific exceptions that I'll cover on another video. So I hope this was helpful to you. You should always tell your attorney all of the information because the best advice can only be given based upon all of the facts and information. And you thinking something is not important may really be the one thing that is the most important in the situation. So in the interest of candor, these privileges apply. So I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, give me a thumbs up, or if you learned something, share it with someone who may have a question. You don't have to go in and tell your attorney, now this is confidential. It is over the entire professional relationship that you have for the matter that you hired them. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so share it with someone who may be confused about this. Come back and see me next time, and subscribe to get the first notification when new videos are posted. Thanks so much for watching.